Oh, that's hilarious. My friend just sent me this. I'm Dr. Daniel Sugai. I'm a board certified dermatologist. I do medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology. Summer is here. Let's talk about sunscreens, and you don't have to cover your face with the lotus leaf, but pretty creative there. So let's talk about my favorite sunscreens. I've talked about this a few times on the channel, but let's do an updated video. I was doing a skin check on a few patients who do watch these long form videos on my channel, and they said, hey, this is the time of year to start talking about sunscreen. I was looking through your channel. I don't see anything updated on sunscreen posts. So please make a sunscreen video. So thank you guys for waiting for this. Thank you for the suggestions and reminding me that yes, sunscreen posts, so important, especially this time of year. Hope you guys all had a great Father's Day weekend, and man, this weather was perfect. So let's go through my favorite sunscreens for the face and body today. I'll be covering different categories like for skin of color, hyperpigmentation, face and body that are water resistant, and for those who have a history of skin cancers or even pre-skin cancers called actinic keratoses. So let's jump into it. All right, first off, let's talk about a great sunscreen for your face and body that's water resistant. CeraVe Hydrating Sheer Sunscreen. This is SPF 30, water resistant, 80 minutes, has ceramide, niacinamide, which is one of our favorite ingredients to help brighten the skin, regulate sebum production, help soothe the skin, and even help repair the skin barrier. Water resistant sunscreen. You want to use that if you are going for a run, you're working out outside, you're gonna go jump in the pool or go to the beach. You want to have a water resistant sunscreen. And in the US, we're not allowed to say sweat proof. We use the term water resistance 40 minutes or 80 minutes. This one's 80 minutes, meaning that if you're in the water for 80 minutes, you actually have to reapply your sunscreen. So even shorter than that 2-hour rule. Okay, now I can't find my Blue Lizard sensitive sunscreen, but that's a great one for kiddos and for myself when we go to the pool. That's another great one. That one is purely mineral because the CeraVe sunscreen is a hybrid. It has zinc oxide plus chemical UV filters. If you want a mineral-based only, use Blue Lizard's sensitive SPF 50. Costco now carries that sunscreen, so I'm so happy to see it. They did change their look and their labeling, so I'm gonna put the updated thumbnail here, but very affordable, great to use for the face and body, and they're very famous for their packaging because the label will change color when UV light hits it. To remind you, just like those bracelets, that the UV index is high enough, you should be wearing sunscreen right now. So for in general, sunscreens, go for SPF 30 and above, whether it's for the face or body, whether it's water resistant or not, go for SPF 30 and above. And you wanna wear that all year round, no matter what, because even on cloudy days, we have UVA coming through the clouds. It's a longer wavelength and it can penetrate through clouds and also window glass. If you're on a long road trip, wear sunscreen because UVA will be coming through the side windows, hitting you there. And for drivers, we tend to see the left side of our face in the US get more skin cancers, more pre-skin cancers, and also more wrinkles from that UVA exposure, UV aging. And the windshield is pretty laminated, and so from what I see in studies is that the UV rays coming through the window glass is actually not clinically significant because of the lamination, but those side windows we definitely have to be careful of. Speaking of pre-skin cancers and skin cancers, I brought this up in clinic the other day with my patient who was asking what's a good sunscreen for myself, and this was a male patient, and I said go for ISDIN's Eryfotona Actinica sunscreen because we get a lot of DNA damage growing up, especially in the first 20 years of life. If you're going to the tanning bed, indoor tanning booth, you're gonna get UVA damage leading to skin cancers down the road. Just going to the tanning booth a couple of times before age 18, you can over double your risk for melanoma, supposedly. So that UV radiation will bite us in the behind down the road. And so for you parents, for you young individuals watching this, please protect yourself with sunscreen. As we get older, a lot of us did not wear sunscreen back in the day. We put a lot of emphasis on our DNA repair mechanisms. We go on chemotherapy. Our immune system can't keep up with all of the DNA damage, and we have a lot of misses in that DNA repair. And we will have tumors, basal cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, and even melanoma. So what Eryfotona Actinica is great for is that it helps with DNA repair. There's a condition called XP, is an unfortunate condition where children are born with the inability to repair their DNA and they get a lot of skin cancers at a young age. They found that Eryfotona Actinica is great for DNA repair, and so I recommend ISDIN for my patients who have that history of pre-skin cancers and skin cancer, especially if they have an organ transplant and they are on immunosuppressant therapy so they don't reject their organs. They actually are at very high risk of skin cancer. And so I recommend ISDIN sunscreens. Yes, at first glance, they seem expensive, but they're actually a larger size for face and body. They come with a tinted and non-tinted formulation. It's very lightweight and spreads very well on a large body surface area. But I wouldn't go using any tinted sunscreen on the neck down because it will stain and discolor your clothes. So use the tinted stuff just for your face, and say ears, neck down, you want to go with a non-tinted formulation. Check that out if you have a history of pre-skin cancers and skin cancers especially. If you have mature skin and you want to help with fine lines and wrinkles, go with Neutrogena's Collagen Bank, SPF 30. I'd rather have a peptide containing moisturizer with SPF than a retinol plus SPF. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why CeraVe, Olay, maybe Neutrogena has done those things where they have their retinol, which are great products, mixed with sunscreen. Because one, you should not be reapplying that product, and we should be reapplying sunscreen when you're outdoors. Retinol is actually best to use at bedtime because retinol can be quite unstable in sunlight. But even if they made it very stable, if you're reapplying that product, because you should be reapplying SPF, you're gonna cause irritation from your retinol. Plus retinol, I always say just a pea-sized amount is all you need for your face, your entire face at bedtime. And sunscreen, you need 2 to 3 finger lengths of sunscreen to cover your face, ears, neck. Should you be putting that much retinol in your face? I don't think so. I don't know what the potency of the retinol is, but it just makes me nervous talking about retinol plus SPF with my patients and with my viewers out there. So I'd rather have peptides in my sunscreen to help with fine lines or wrinkles. Check this one out. I've been liking this one a lot. Now, if you want a nice everyday sunscreen, going to the office, you're a teacher, you're going to the classroom, and you want a nice sunscreen that's lightweight. This is a hybrid sunscreen, EltaMD UV Clear. This has always been one of the favorites of dermatologists, and it's a favorite in my office here. It has niacinamide, as you guys know, is a nice ingredient, especially for those who are acne prone or with rosacea. Just a great sunscreen. A few swipes and it's gone. Pleasant smell. One of my favorite sunscreens of all time. The dupe to this is Dermatology sunscreens, and I actually use their universal tinted moisturizer SPF 46 till this day. So if I'm not in the tinted mood, I'll use the UV Clear, and if I want a little tint, because say I just had a procedure, I just had a chemical peel, and I want to prevent hyperpigmentation when it's a sunny day, I'm going to wear tinted sunscreen to block visible light that will worsen hyperpigmentation. So tint is so important. I am very happy though, a few brands that have come out with various shades, various tints for my patients who are skin of color, because one size does not fit all, especially in the tinted world. So if you have fair skin, a lot of the sunscreens make you look orange and does not match your skin type well. That's the same for my skin of color patients. The shade can be totally off. And so what I like about Neutrogena and Beauty of Joseon, that K-beauty brand, is that they have come out with different shades, gone above and beyond, and they've come out with 12 diverse shades. So kudos to them for putting in the time to make various shades for various skin tones. I started off with just their lighter shade, which is zinc oxide only. You got the iron oxide, and just their lighter shade right now blends in quite nicely into my skin. Complements my skin tone quite well. So there you have it. Neutrogena came out with a new SPF 70 Ultra Sheer Face Liquid Sunscreen. It's zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, and they claim that it has minimal white cast. For SPF 70, that is quite impressive. Let's check this out. So I put a good amount there on my hand, and then I'm spreading it on my left cheek, and let's see if it does spread well with little white cast. First time I tried this was at the AAD in Orlando this past March. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It has a little bit of a white cast. I was pretty skeptical. It has the vitamin E, but again, Neutrogena, very affordable. And I actually put this right by my kids' shoes in the mudroom where they put on their shoes before heading out the door to school. And I just have them apply this to their face before heading out. So it's just great to have little strategies, little reminders for yourself and for your kids to put on sunscreen. And they actually like this because it doesn't have that white cast for their very fair skin tones. I'm a little bit darker complected than my kids. They have just pristine fair skin right now, and they love that sunscreen. They give me no problems with that. Their favorite sunscreen of all time though is Baby Bum sunscreen. I have to restock on that. They've always said that's the silky smooth sunscreen, and they love sticks too. So Neutrogena's stick is really good, and the EltaMD UV stick, great sticks to reapply when you're at the pool because they're water resistant, and the kids just don't want to slather cream or this lightweight solution like sunscreen onto their face and body when I tell them to get out of the pool after 80 minutes, right? So sunscreen sticks, very good for golf, tennis, and swimming. Keep that in your golf bag, your tennis bag, your pool bag. It's good stuff. So always consider a sunscreen stick. Scars and sun are not friends. You want to protect your scars, whether it's from surgery, from an injury. My favorite of all time for sunscreen is the Cicaplast Balm B5, and they've come out with a sunscreen SPF 50 for your scars, and you know, it's chemical UV filter based, but so nice to have the madecassoside shea butter properties of the Cicaplast Balm. I like there's just a regular one without the sunscreen for nighttime use, and then during the day you can go ahead and apply the UV formulation. My wife's favorites, I have to say, she loves Vichy's tinted sunscreen, she loves Dermatology's tinted sunscreen, and her all-time favorite, though, is Supergroup's Unseen sunscreen, is water resistant 40 minutes, SPF 40. It is a higher price point, but she loves how invisible it really is. And I've even compared it to the Kroger brand sunscreen, and that price point is much better than Supergroup's, but the texture is just off. And so this is the Unseen, and this one's truly invisible. It just disappears quickly. So this one, she finds layers really nicely with her makeup as well. Putting makeup right over this, it serves as a great primer, she says. So every year I talk about that being still her favorite. Another sunscreen I failed to mention would be the La Roche-Posay Anthelio 60 Melt in Milk. And I want to show you the texture of this because my top two picks for water resistant body and face sunscreen this summer would be the CeraVe Hydrating Sheer sunscreen, and also, like we said, the La Roche-Posay Melt in Milk sunscreen. I just want to show you the texture of this guy here. I'm giving my patients samples of this week. It rubs in very well. Great for spreading on the face and body. And then want to show you the lightweight texture of CeraVe's. Pretty liquidy, very lightweight. Let's keep talking about sunscreen because it's so important to wear all year round, and there's all types of products out there. It can be quite overwhelming at the store. So hopefully this video helps you out and kind of guides you in which direction to go, because we're all with different skin tones, skin types, and also age demographics vary across the board. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for my patients out there who are so amazing. You guys are like family to me, so thanks for watching the channel. Please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel, please share with your friends who are into skincare. Hit that bell notification because every Saturday we're coming out with new long form videos. Okay, take care, peace.